I think we're live now. See, makes me go live before it tells me I'm live. So then everyone just at first just stare at the screen. But everyone, what is up? It is championship week. We are here with the man, Tyler. I got your little graphic here. What is up? Tyler Herrick joins me. He's the co-host for the pregame show presented by Quick Trip. Went over today, got me some all the things you need. That's the spot to get the beer. They got the whole big beer thing. So shout out to Quick Trip sponsoring the show. Tyler, how you doing today?
Woo! What is up, Matt? I am feeling it today. NFC Championship Sunday. Let's go, dude. I'm feeling good, man. I don't know about you. How you feeling? You feeling good?
I feel fantastic. Woke up a little late, a little situations this morning, trying to get ready. But it is championship weekend. How do you not be pumped up for this? Dude, like, this is it. Like, all the things, like, all the years everyone's talking about all week, about last year or this, whatever year. But, like, this year is just different. I'm trying to take this off here. All right. This year is just feels different. I've been listening to so much stuff about, you know, the Buccaneers and all that. But, dude, this Packers team just feels different to me. It feels like it's at Lambeau Field. They had snow last night. There's a little mystic energy in the air, you know what I mean? Everyone's jacked up, bro. This is it, man.
Let me ask you something. Do you believe in destiny? Because this is it, man. This is it.
I believe in destiny, and I believe that. This is the year, man. And I know a lot of fans or a lot of fan base always say, this is our year, this is it. But this has a special feel to it. And in so many ways, like with the Lil Wayne song, and not just that, but like there's so many like little things that are just like lining up. Like it just feels like this is meant to be.
Let's think about it. Go all the way back. Like dig into the deep recesses of your Quick Trip brain, okay? All the way back, all right? We start with the draft. There's all the drama with the draft, right? All the Jordan Love drama, all the wide receiver drama, right? Then we start the season and we blow out the Vikings, but it's like, oh, well, that was a bit of a surprise, but hey, you know, and then we're rolling and everything's going good. And then there starts to be a little bit more drama. And then we start losing some Packers greats. Unfortunately, rest in peace to everybody we lost this year. But I'm telling you, man, it was all culminating, all building up to this moment today, right here, right now. NFC Championship Sunday. I'm telling you, buddy, this is destiny. It's exactly like you said, from the Lil Wayne song to the passing of the late, legendary, incredible Ted Thompson. We're feeling it today, buddy. We're feeling it.
Yeah, I think that is. It's like especially just through 2020 with not even like all the you know, like the horrible, like, you know, Ted Thompson passing, a lot of other people. But just the 2020, how it was so weird. I felt like they were like, all right, we'll give you a Super Bowl, but you have to earn it. You have to live through a really shitty 2020 and not go outside for a while.
COVID, you know what I mean? It's just insane. Like the amount of things that this team has gone through this year, the story of this team, the storylines that are hiding behind each little game, each day that this team has gone through, from Bakhtiari injury to everything else. I'm telling you, man, it's destiny. It's destiny.
Yeah, so I know that you're not an analyst, but I would assume that you're smarter than me.
Maybe not. Depends.
What do you think if there's one thing that the Packers have to do, maybe that they haven't done, or what is your like key thing the Packers have to do to get this W?
Well, like you said, I'm not an analyst, but I'm very, very good at copying what other people have said throughout the week. I've seen enough tweets, right? Exactly. So I saw something really good. I think it was from Ben Fennell who put out, you know, that you're not going to be able to get to Brady with typical blitzes and pressure like that. You're going to have to rely on those four guys that we've got. You know, you're only going to be able to send four, and then everything else is going to be coverage. So all year long, we've seen Mike Pettin play off, you know, play soft, play prevent Madden style defense, right? I think today, and we actually saw it last week with the Rams, Ben Fennell pointed this out again. This is not my original thought. This is just me regurgitating what other smart people have said. But I'm telling you, dude, like if they just play press man, if they press up, we've got Jair Alexander. We've got, you know, Kevin King. I'm not sure if he's going to go today. I forgot. I haven't double checked on that. I know he was injured throughout the week with his back, but we've got corners that can stick up to these guys, really fast, twitchy, sticky guys, right? And if you can play coverage like that and send Rashawn Gary, Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, Kenny Clark, even Snacks Harrison, right? Send them after Tom Brady without rushing the house. You're going to get to him eventually because he can't escape the pocket. He's 75 years old. He's not getting out, rolling out and throwing darts like Patrick Mahomes, man. No, It's going to be like that. So basically what I learned from Ben Fennell this week, play coverage, play it good, and you're going to stop Tom Brady.
Yeah, that is the thing about the pass rush is where Brady's going to be.
Exactly. He's going to be in the right in the pocket, just a statue.
Yeah, so like Preston Smith, Darius Smith, Rashawn Gary, I don't care, whoever is going at it, like they know where he's going to be. So make him uncomfortable. Like I was showing a lot of these comments. One of them said the pass rush. Like the pass rush has to be there. When Brady lost the Super Bowls to the Giants, that's what it was. People were in his face. Any quarterback, but like obviously any quarterback, but even the greats, even Aaron Rodgers, when like the last time they played, when they got no time, it makes a game a whole different thing. And Rodgers is a little different because he can move around, but Brady, you know where the hell he's going to be. And you mentioned the Packers secondary. I think it's phenomenal. If they have a good game, catch those picks that Brady. I seen. I think last week he almost threw a couple. And the Packers do not turn the ball over. That is how the Bucs win games. They get turnovers, and like 4 last week, and they barely beat the Saints. I wouldn't say barely, because I don't like the barely thing. You win or you lose. But it was a close game with 4 interceptions by that defense. Just don't do that. Play our game, and we got this.
You got it exactly right, man. It is all about the turnovers today. Look at the 2018 Chicago Bears. They lived and died by the turnover, right? And the second that they had a game where they weren't able to capitalize off turnovers and they weren't opportunistic, they lost in the playoffs, right? And then you look at the 2019 Packers, right? Lived and died by the turnover. Ran into a buzzsaw in San Francisco, but they weren't able to capitalize off turnovers. They weren't able to do it. I think it's the exact same thing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the turnover thing specifically, right? They live and die by turnovers. You don't give them any of those, it's over. It's a wrap. Packers are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because like that defense is good. Like I was talking a little smack this week, and people were like, "Well, the defense is actually good." Like I understand,
they're good. They're in the NFC Championship game. Yeah. Of course, they're good, right? Look, no one's downplaying how good this defense is. They fly around, they're fast. Look at Devin White; he's one of the best linebackers out there. You know what I mean? But so of course they're good. You know.
But yeah, I just think the Packers' offense is better. It's like
absolutely
the Rams' defense was great last week, but look what happened. And
right, weren't they number one?
Yeah, they were number one, and people are like, well, they had injuries, and so do we. Everyone has injuries, but yeah, there's never a team that has ever played in a championship game that wasn't good. You don't accidentally get to the championship game. So these are both great teams. I'm just jacked, dude. I'm so ready for this damn game. Like I said this. On Instagram, and some Patriots fan was trolling me because I said I don't remember ever being
Patriots. Hold on.
Yeah.
A Patriots fan was trolling you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Patriot fan.
They're Patriots / Bucs fans.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
Because I said I don't think I've ever been this jacked for a game. He's like, oh really? We've been to this many championship games, and this is. I'm like, obviously I've been more. I mean, as excited, but like, dude, it's Rodgers versus Brady, even though they don't play each other. 2 great teams, like, and this one, I think we're coming out on top.
This is it. Hey, breaking news. Cornerback Kevin King is active for today's game. He's active. The Packers just tweeted that out. Let's pull up the actives and inactives list here real quick, if that's okay.
Yeah, you do. So, because while you do that, I'll ramble about this.
Sure.
I was seeing that he was questionable, Kevin King. So Kevin King is active. Look at breaking news over here on the Matt Ramage
Breaking
show.
News here on the Matt Ramage pregame show. Jordan Love, of course, inactive today. Kadar Holman, inactive. Vernon Scott, the TCU rookie, inactive at safety. Cornerback Josh Jackson. I bet you he was kind of the backup for Kevin King, right? So he's inactive today. Jonathan Garvin's inactive. Unfortunately, Jay Sternberger still inactive. I think he's either dealing with that concussion or he just never found his way back into the rotation. Kind of a sad story. Kingsley Keke, unfortunately, still inactive. So Keke, Sternberger, Garvin, Jackson, Scott, Holman, Love, all inactive today. But the good news is we got Kevin King. We've got the guys we've been rolling with. I feel good about it.
Yeah, I love me some Jay Sternberger. I've had a few conversations with him through DM, and I think that he's going to do some shit in the future. But I don't know what's going on with him. But Kingsley Keke, I think, is that's a rough one to.
Yeah, that sucks, man. He's been inactive, I think, for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Poor guy.
Yeah, he's I think beginning of the year you heard his name being called a lot, and it's definitely sucks to. But so let's talk about this because everybody's talking about with Kevin King and like the Tramon Williams situation. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with Tramon Williams because I'm not smart enough to know if he's depth or if they're gonna have him on the field. at all, or if it's like. So what do you think? You're probably just a hair smarter than me.
I'm not smart enough. I know how to read tweets though, like I talked about before.
Yeah. So what have you read then?
Basically, what I've heard is that he could come in and help out a little bit on. So I heard a couple different theories. I heard that he might be a backup for Kevin King if he's really not 100%. Looks like he's going today. Kevin King is. So maybe if he's not 100%, he can come in there. So I think it's kind of a depth signing, right? He's just like he knows the defense, right? He's been around long enough. He just played last week. He's still in shape. Things like that. So, yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers said he could play 70 snaps. Not that he will, but he said he could. So that's good. But, yeah, it's going to be one of those two things. He's either a depth signing where he's going to back somebody up if King can't play every single snap, or let's say he's on a rotation, or he's going to do punt returns and kick returns. We'll see. I mean, they've had Tavon back there for God knows how long, but Tavon hasn't really done anything special yet. Doesn't mean he won't. Of course, he had that big fumble a couple weeks ago. So we'll see.
So have you seen this? Someone commented, no Winfield for the Bucs.
Yeah, just saw that breaking news coming across Winfield. He was questionable. He was in a boot on Friday is what I read on Twitter. So he was in a boot on Friday. So he's not going to play. That's huge. That is at Derek exactly. That is exactly right. That is huge. Huge.
Yeah, because like I always make sure I never root for injuries.
No, of course not.
When you get it happens. It obviously benefits the Packers when they're
benefits the Packers. I mean, I'm kind of like big bad guy energy this week. Like I'm just feeling like I just want to punch him in the mouth. I want to beat this team so bad. So I'm sad about it because I want them to be at full strength when we send them home crying.
Oh yeah, that's the thing because I don't like even with the Rams last week the excuses, which I don't listen to excuses. I don't care, dude. Like everyone.
There's no excuses in football.
No, but I want this win so damn bad. Like I want, dude, to send Brady, and I actually like Brady. I not this week, but like I'm not a Brady hater. I'm not one of those guys who hates on him. But like I want to see him throw helmets on the sideline. I want all those.
I want to see him start screaming. He's like like screaming at the sideline. I love it, man.
Dude, I love seeing that. And dude, Lambeau Field, dude. I just want this shit so damn bad. If the Packers go to the Super Bowl, dude, it is so good. Dude, I literally might cry tonight, and I'll be drunk. I get a little emotional when I'm drinking sometimes. You know what I mean? But, no, but I want it so damn bad. I think it's time. I think like all the guys that they brought in, like Preston, Za'Darius, that's why they came here.
It's time. The foundation is here, man.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers deserves that. If the Packers go to the Super Bowl and Matt LaFleur's second year, dude, I think you gotta. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's like the greatest coach of all time, but like he's got to be known as one of the best coaches in the league.
Seriously,
I mean, obviously you got the Belichick's, the guys who've been doing it forever, and Belichick especially been winning like forever. But everyone was talking about McVay when he came up and did it. I think LaFleur needs that same kind of respect. A young coach, obviously he has a Hall of Fame quarterback, but like what he's done with this team, reshaping it, and man, and Matt LaFleur is just so fun. Like in press conferences or on the sideline, whenever he talks, dude, I just love the guy. He's like 15.
He's 15 years old. He's like Joey the Jaguar's age, right? Underage Packers podcast. Shout out to them. Yeah, no, he's young, man, and it's funny. Like this has kind of been the trend for this offense, this Shanahan style offense, right? Go back and look at it. I think it was Sean McVay's second year that they made it to the Super Bowl in this like Shanahan style offense, right? Kyle Shanahan, right? His second year made it to the Super Bowl. Now it's Matt LaFleur's second year made it to the Super Bowl. Kind of an interesting parallel there. So I don't know if it has to do with this offense or what's going on, but man, there's going to be a lot of coaches that are coming into teams this coming year that are going to be like, oh, maybe I should take some notes about this style offense. So.
You know what my son was telling me? You know, he's smarter than me. He just doesn't want to be on a podcast. But he was talking about how a lot of these guys, the coaching staff that the Falcons had back then,
right.
And they hired none of them. There's a headbutt in my mic. But they hired none of them, you know? They had all these great assistants and all these guys, and then they ended up hiring a guy, I think, and then they fired. I don't know exactly what the Falcons did, but I know it's nothing good because they suck. So, like, just think of that. It's kind of like the Falcons back in the day. They had Favre, trade him away. You could look at a bunch of different teams that had this coach on their assistant. They went on to be whatever. But I think it says something about the guys who had the balls to hire him. Because I remember when LaFleur got hired, a lot of people had some shit to say, saying, "Oh, that offense was not good." I forget what team that he was on the year before.
Titans.
Yeah, that Titans offense wasn't impressive. You heard all the jackasses on FS1 talking about it, how it was a horrible.
Right, they were acting like he was the head coach over there. Like,
yeah,
clearly, okay, so you don't understand football. That's what I learned, right? Cool.
Yeah, because when they hire guys to begin with, I don't think they just go off the record. This isn't Madden. We look at a number and say, all right, this guy's good, that guy's bad. They talk to them, they listen to their offensive mind, what they can do with the roster that they got, and obviously, dude, Matt LaFleur gave Rodgers, a little resurgence. Even his bad years are, like everyone said, is better than a lot of quarterbacks' good years. But he made Rodgers back. He was like, bro, you're best in the league again.
Seriously, and it's crazy. I mean, exactly like you said, he did it for Matt Ryan, and now he's doing it here. Rodrigo,
Shout out to everyone. Go Pack, go. Yeah. So hey, I want to talk about something real quick. So I teamed up with someone this week, Thrive Fantasy, and I got a promo code. So if you go to Thrive Fantasy, they do prop bet stuff. They have Aaron Rodgers. I think it's 23.5 completions. You can bet the over under on that, and you get the most points, and you get to a cut of the prize money. So I think it's really cool because I've never done this before. So I went over and made an account. I went over on everything. Aaron Rodgers. They got Devontae Adams. I think it's I forget the exact number. I think it's 94.5 receptions.
Seems like a good
or not reception yards, not receptions. But yeah, so everyone go to thrivefantasy.com. You can go to my Instagram. I have the link in my bio. I have the link in all my social medias. Otherwise, just go to thrivefantasy.com. Promo code Matt, and they match $50 of your first $50 deposit. So I think it's up to. So no matter what you want to put on there, they'll match it up to $50. Make sure you use the promo code Matt. All right. I love that shit, man.
Woo! Dude. Championship.
All right, so what's your game plan when the Packers win this game today? What are you doing?
Well, first thing I'll do is start crying, right? And then as soon as the waterworks finish, okay, so I was telling you a little bit before the show, I've been doing dry January. I'm not sure how. It's been a crazy January, but I've been sticking with it, doing pretty good, trying to, just get a little bit healthy. I think I drank more than enough for 2 months back in December during the holidays. So trying to keep it a little bit dry this month, just trying to be chill. But if we go to the Super Bowl, if we are going to the Super Bowl tonight, that ends tonight. Dry January is over. If we go to the Super Bowl, I'm telling you, buddy.
I did dry January for about half a week.
Half a week, okay, yeah. Your wife was trying to get you to do it, right?
I didn't know that I was doing it, and then I drank one day, and she's like, "Oh, I thought we were doing dry January." I was saying, "You thought wrong." I don't remember that. So someone had a good question over here.
Yeah, let's read it.
Where is it here? About Snacks Harrison. So is Snacks Harrison finally going to get meaningful snaps today? Make it Tampa as one-dimensional as possible is a key to the game. I think that's a great comment. So what do you think? I don't know a lot about it. I know that he was in Seattle and he wanted more playing time. They didn't give it to him. He came to Green Bay, and then kind of the same thing happened. Or you didn't get. So I don't know what's going on with that.
I think Nagler said it was kind of a mystery, right? Why wasn't he playing last week? I don't know. Yeah. Nobody really knows. Maybe it was just, this team, and I think this is something that Packers fans in general, including myself, really had to learn the past 2 years with Matt LaFleur, right? This is a team that's going to mold their team based off the matchup of who they're playing. Right. And that seems so obvious, right? You want to do what you need to do to beat the other team. But if you look back, the past 20 years of Packer football, it's always been, we're the better team. We're going to line up. We're going to run our stuff and we're going to beat you. Right. You look at that Sports Illustrated cover from 2011 when they won the Super Bowl and all those crazy wide receivers like Driver and Jennings and Nelson and all that kind of stuff. But that team, you lined them up. You went 5 wide, empty backfield. Right. And you just said, my guy's going to beat your guy. Right. And that's how we played every single time. And that's why that type of football, I think, just isn't sustainable. Right. But you look at Matt LaFleur's teams and you look at this new offense and they're going to mold to whatever. And I think it's the same with the defense, too. They're going to mold to whatever the thing. So if they're not a run heavy team, you may not see Snacks as much. So and I think Snacks kind of understands that. I don't know what his drama was before with Seattle. I know it was reported that, he just didn't feel like he was playing enough. But hey, buddy, if you want a ring, this is your last chance.
Yeah. And I think that's such a great point you made about game planning and all that stuff for the team we're playing. Because McCarthy came out and said, No, we're going to come out and do our shit, and you try to stop it. You know what we're going to do, and we're still going to do it.
Right, and it worked for when you have receivers like Jennings and Nelson and Driver. You know what I mean? It worked for that, but you don't necessarily. Now you've got receivers that are more role players, right? Matt LaFleur said it at his initial press conference. He wants to build a team like a basketball team, right? Where every single person has a specific role. You've got Lazard, who's the blocker and the decoy. He's your shifty, kind of like a slot guy, right? Big, strong, powerful, almost like a tight end, right? You've got your tight ends that do all the blocking and the catching. You know what I mean? You've got your burner in MVS. You've got your all-around superstar in Adams. You know what I mean? We have the role players. Each different player knows their role and knows what they do well. Whereas before it was, hope you're good enough to beat the guy across from you.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I think it's genius. I think that's good coaching because I remember back in the day when McCarthy was doing all that, we'll just do our thing, which I think, like you said, it worked for quite a bit of time. But Belichick always talked about, they do, like, if you suck at running the ball, we're going to run heavy, obviously.
Exactly.
And if you suck at this or you're not, they're going to find your weakness. And I think that's good coaching to find out where you're weak, whether it's offensively or defensively, and just take advantage of that. Let's check out some comments here, see what people are talking about. Okay, who's your X factor? Like, we kind of talked about that, but not really. Like you could say like MVS. Like if he goes off, because obviously Devontae, when you're playing these top defenses, he's gonna get a lot of attention. If MVS can get over the top, like dude, last week there was a lot of missed opportunities, whether it was by Rodgers or whoever. But like just off the top of my head, but MVS I think could be an X factor every single week because he has the speed. He doesn't get I feel like the attention because they're like, well, he might drop it anyways. So, but like I love me some MVS. That was kind of a shitty joke, but like yeah, if he can take the top, he can get a touchdown on any single play, any play. But who's one guy that X factor? Here we go.
This is going to sound really weird, but I actually think it's Aaron Rodgers, right? You look at last week, and Rodgers was kind of shaky, just a little bit. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, his numbers were incredible. They've been all year. He's the MVP, undisputed. But, like, he was a little bit shaky. It was almost like he was a little nervous at first. So I think today everything flows through Aaron Rodgers, right? If he's on point, if he's dicing this defense up, it's over, man. It's over.
Oh, yeah, I think that's actually a good because with the last game, which I don't want to talk about, he didn't, he did obviously have a good game. The whole offense did. Yeah. But yeah, like this week, being able to come out and like brush that off and be like, that never happened. We learned from it. We moved on. But yeah, I just think the whole offense in general, that offensive line. Okay, here's one thing about how
that's huge too. That's you, the O line. Go ahead, say what you're going to say because this is great.
Yeah, because first time around. Bakhtiari got hurt, right? And they quick shuffle. They're trying to figure out how the offensive line works, and it didn't really work out for them. This time, like they've been playing without Bakhtiari. They did great last week. They have the game plan. They're not trying something new. They're not trying to get it on the go. They know who they're going against. They know what they're supposed to do. They did great last week. I think they have the confidence to do it this week. And I think the offensive line will be huge for this game.
Absolutely huge. I think that. You summed it up perfectly. I think that's the best answer, really. Preston Smith, what up?
Yay! Yeah, I think Preston Smith, though, that could be huge because, a lot of people, like, beginning of the year were saying this and that. He wasn't, they had him covering wide receivers and stuff. I don't know. Some things were happening. But if Preston Smith, because Zadarius is coming, he's dude. Zadarius Smith, first of all, is jacked. If anyone who follows him on Twitter, he's talking about he couldn't sleep last night. He's jacked. All the sound bites they were talking about. They watched film from last year's NFC Championship game. Like they don't want to forget that feeling. Like dude, they are gonna come. They're gonna come with it. Rashawn Gary, Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, like all dude. Get to Brady. I want to see his jersey dirty, and there might be snow. I don't think there'll be any snow on the field, so it's gonna be right to the dirt.
Around a little bit. Yeah, I think all the precip stopped. I was so excited. We were so close to a snow game yesterday morning. National Weather Service is like, "Here comes the snow. It's gonna snow out. Be careful. Here we go." And I was like, "Yes, yes, yes!" And then nothing. But hey, we got snow all last night, right? All snow last night.
Yeah, I should have got up early and plowed, but I didn't. So it's still there.
Well, I think the D train is going to do enough plowing for the both of us.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. I saw a comment here, but I missed it now. All right.
That's all right. Let's see what's up.
Oh, let's see what people are saying. Matt, What will you be drinking during the game? Today I will be drinking Coors Light because I have a post-game show to do. And everyone who's watching, tune in after the game post-game show. I'll be with Alex Stroff.
Post-game!
Post-games are always wild because I'm usually just Liddy City. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else there is to say about this. I think the Packers. Okay, let me hear your prediction.
Okay, this is what I put on Cheesehead. 31-24. Green Bay Packers going to the Super Bowl.
See, I haven't really said a game prediction yet. I like that. I think that's right in line because someone commented on my stuff on Facebook yesterday. And I think they said 31-24. Like, I think that's about where it's going to be.
I think they're going to hit 30 points. I think you know what it's going to be though. Third quarter, it's going to be like 27-24, and we're all going to be nervous as hell. And our hearts are going to be in our throats, and it's going to be awful. And then all of a sudden, we're going to blow it open.
Yeah, I'll say right here, official, 34-24, just so I'm different. And but
there you go.
Most weeks, like I'll do game prediction, I do other people's podcasts. Also, people ask me to come on their podcast, and they'll be like, "What's your game prediction?" And I don't like have one where I think like a lot of people do. I was talking with Nagler last night about this. A lot of people have game prediction and they're very serious with it. Like, some people actually think about like they're gonna have Devontae Adams gonna have a touchdown, Lazard's gonna have a touchdown,
6 sacks, 300 yards.
Yeah, and they have it all broken
percentage
down.
is gonna be 27.9.
They're over here predicting like safeties and shit. Like they're all like legit.
There's going to be a fan. He's going to be 4 rows up. He's going to start yelling at Rodgers. That's going to cause a offsides free play. Rodgers going to get distracted. He may call a timeout right before third down.
Yeah, but for me, like if I'm on other people's podcasts or even on my own, I might give you 3-4 predictions a week because I don't remember them. Like. I will never brag about getting a prediction right. First of all, I said it with Nagler how he was saying how people do predictions and then they're like, "Oh, I was right." Like no one cares. No one cares if you're right.
No one cares, dude.
I don't remember because I give so many predictions. How can I brag about being right when I said 6 different predictions? So, all right.
I love it, man.
Here's a great question. How many? What's your prediction? And how many Coors Lights go down the hatch? Well, I have about a case and a half, so. I figure all of them. Yeah, I'll say all of them. Okay, here's a good question. You handle the social media stuff. Is
Valdir? Let's see.
Is Jared?
I think he's still on the COVID list. Just double checking.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really heard a ton. You do the social media for Cheesehead TV, so obviously you have a lot of the news that I don't have. That's why I think you're a great person to have on. Let's see what else people say while you grab that.
Williams played for the Ravens last week, so Williams is active today. He's the first player in NFL history to play in 2 different playoff games for 2 different teams. Jared Valdir is on the COVID list, so yeah, Valdir.
He's still on the COVID. Yep. That's I think he must have been I don't know. That's weird. But anyways, I don't know. But yeah. So then Tramon Williams has the chance to be the first player to ever play in 2 playoff teams.
Crazy.
In this
NFL history. I mean, he kind of deserves it.
I don't think that. So that's a COVID rule, right?
Yes.
So that could never happen again.
Never happen again. So yeah, basically unless they do COVID protocols again next year which they might, depending.
Yeah, it depends
on the off season, but we'll see if they keep it going for the full year or not.
Yeah. AJ Dillon is playing today.
Yes, right? He is active. Yep. The only person who is inactive who was kind of questionable was Kuechly and Sternberger. So
Kevin King is active. We mentioned it earlier. I'm sure you just tuned in. But Kevin King is active today for the people who are just tuning in. Yeah, here we go. He's on it. Derek King and Dylan are playing. Yeah. So like we mentioned earlier, Winfield is out for the Bucks. I know that we probably have some people rolling in here that weren't. We got the prediction. I don't know. I don't know what else there is to say, dude. I'm jacked for this game. What time is it? We got about an hour before the game starts.
Yeah, we are 1 hour to kickoff, man. 30 minutes before kickoff. If you guys want to go over to Cheesehead's TV YouTube, we're doing the Carry the G pregame show over there. So 30 minutes before kickoff, youtube.com/CheeseheadTV.
Yeah, everyone, be sure to go check out Cheesehead TV. That's a half hour before the game, so I don't even know what time. Because the game is about
30 minutes.
So yeah, it's about a half hour.
Right, let me do this off the top of my head. 11:30 Pacific, 12:30 Mountain Standard, 1:30 Central, and 2:30 Eastern.
There you go.
That's when that show will go.
All right, before we head out of here, I want to give props to my guy Tyler here. He made the graphic that you're seeing, so we're not all ghetto. And I want to ask you about this real quick. Because I mentioned it on Aaron Nagler, and we were talking on Twitter about it. You were on my show a few times. You watched the show quite a few times. I always see you commenting. So you were just sick of seeing this generic graphic, and you're like, I got to get him better than that.
I was like, bro, let me hook it up.
No, but Tyler hooked me up with a new podcast art. He did. I didn't ask, so big shout out to Tyler Herrick. He does great shit. You should probably follow him on Twitter and Instagram, all the places. And I appreciate you, man.
Dude, this is it, man. I'm so excited. How are you feeling right now? Can we get a vibe check?
I am jacked. Who's ready for this game? Who's ready for the Green Bay Packers going to Super Bowl?
Vibe check in the comments. Vibe check. Comments. Load it up. Let's go. Dude, I'm so hyped. Dude, I just want to vibe. Like, we got to blast Green and Yellow, Lil Wayne. We put out a music video last night, dude. I was like, amazing.
Dude, that music video was fantastic.
Well, here's the thing. When the song first came out, I was like, that's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. It's not bad. I kind of like the first one better, but, whatever. But then the second that they started playing, the second they put it to that music video, dude, I'm fraud. I love it, dude. It's fantastic.
Dude, I was watching that last night, and I was like, wow, that literally gave me chills. Like, whoever put that video together, dude, that was just so beautifully done.
So
like,
great.
It's
shout
art,
out to
baby.
Social, man. I love it.
When I drove to Quick Trip today for my little beer run over there.
What'd you get? You got beer? You got some Glazers? What else did you get?
I got me a Rockstar, get hyped up a little bit, almost having a heart attack right now. And got my son a Bang. I don't even know what the hell that is. But yeah, I got some munchies for the family for pregame. Quick Trip, you can get everything, baby. What kind of
tailgate eats were you picking up today?
Well, I just grab stuff like as you're walking to the register. There's just food everywhere, and then I just grab it. And anything they suggest,
chicken sandwich, fried chicken.
No, I usually grab the donuts and stuff for the morning. So
yes.
See, I'm gonna give everyone a little bit of advice here. If you're a drinking person, all right, you're a little hungover, you stop over the Quick Trip, get yourself a chocolate milk, and I get those cake donuts with no frosting on it because it soaks up the alcohol the next day. All right, get yourself a Gatorade, anything you need. If you drink coffee, you can grab that there, dude. Quick Trip is the spot to get all the things that you need for the hangover.
Love it. I love Glazers, and I think Glazers are fantastic. But I tell you what's really good, the Crullers. I tell you, or the Dunkers, whatever they call them, right? They're phenomenal. The ones you dunk in your coffee. Oh my God! Get some Caribou coffee up in here. What Caruba coffee? I mean, not Caribou, Caruba, right?
Yeah.
Caribou. It's Minnesota. God, no, stay away from Minnesota. Disgusting.
Yeah.
That's some Caribou.
All right.
Caruba.
Go Pack, go people. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We are going to be live. Not what's your name? Tyler. But I'm going to be live.
What's your name again? Just met you.
I'm actually reading the comments as I'm talking.
I don't even know how you got the link to this, man. Where'd you get the link to get in here?
No, big shout out to Tyler, dude. I think you're phenomenal. Like just talking football. Like
I learned a little bit. And, dude, I'm a big fan. That's why I'm here. I enjoy watching your stuff, especially on Twitter, man. I normally work behind the scenes. You know how it goes. I'm always just sending out little memes and stuff like that. But we've been over here at Cheesehead TV. We've been watching you, buddy. We've been watching you. You're doing a great job, man. We appreciate you. Go Pack, go. Thank you for all your hard work this season, man, because this season has been one of those seasons where I feel like people have felt a little bit disconnected, you know what I mean, because of COVID and not being able to go to the games and see each other and do things like that. And it's people like you, Matt, people like you who have helped cultivate and create content for all of us at home, people that can't make it out to the games and things like that this year. It's people like you who have brought us all together for this incredible season. No matter what happens today, we love you. We love everybody out there. The Packers are going to win, and we're going to the Super Bowl, baby. I feel it.
Dude, that's exactly like with what Nagler was saying yesterday about just enjoying it. I love that clip I put over on Twitter because that's what it is, dude. I have fun with this because even when like I'm talking shit, that's like part of the fun for me. You know, I get my team, and because talking smack is kind of like gambling. It's kind of like buying a scratch off. You know, you never. You know, it's different because if you lose, you lose money. So I know that if I run my mouth and we win, I get to make another video. I told y'all. I told you that was going to happen. And if we lose, I'm going to get messages for about like all week, or in this case, it would be for the whole off season telling me I'm an idiot. But like I was saying with Nagler, it doesn't matter, bro. If you want to come at me and say this didn't age well, I don't care. Because if you put an opinion out on the internet, it's going to age well or it's not going to age well. I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
But I have full faith. The Packers can do this. If the Packers play their game, do what they do, the defense shows up, we're at Lambeau Field, and it's cold, and everyone wants to talk about, well, the cold doesn't matter for Brady because, he used to play in New England. He's been in Florida all year. He's going to be cold. I live in Wisconsin, and if I go outside, it's not cold right away, but 3 hours in, I guarantee at some point, I
was raised in Wisconsin. I was so used to the cold. I didn't care about the cold, right? I moved to Arizona, right? I go back there after not even a year, and I was so cold, I almost lost my mind. So Brady's going to feel it. Brady is going to feel it. Yeah. So all those other players who played their entire college careers in the South, and then all of a sudden went to a Florida team. This is good, man. Let's go. I'm so hyped.
Yeah, they're definitely going to feel it, dude. I mean, even some Packer players, but I think the difference is being practicing all week in the cold. I mean, they weren't. I'm sure that they were outside and they live in it, so it's a little better. But everyone's cold. I live here and I get cold if I go outside. I don't have coat. I don't even own one. I don't wear a coat. I wear hoodies everywhere I go, but I'm not hanging out outside for 3 hours.
Right.
I go to my truck and I do what I gotta do. I get the hell back in the house, or I'm going to work or whatever.
I think somebody said on Twitter, just real quick before we go, is they were talking about how the worst thing you can do is try and get warm, on the sideline, because you want to stay warmed up by your own body heat, not by another source. And I feel like I think who was it? Bruce Arians was like, "Oh, don't worry, they've got heaters on the sideline, so good. let them get warmed up like that, because then they're going to go on the field and they're going to be icy."
Yeah, and I think that's it too, because a lot of the cold stuff is them just thinking about it and not thinking about the game. So if you're on the sideline and you're thinking, holy shit, it's cold, where's that heater at? I should probably go over there and get that heater. Instead of thinking, all right, this last drive, I saw this or that, I'm going to do this different, no matter what position it is. So, dude, it's definitely going to affect them. But we're going to head out of this thing. So, everyone, but real quick before we go, everyone, be sure to check out thrivefantasy.com. Use promo code Matt. They match up to $50 of your first deposit. They got Aaron Rodgers, 23.5. Completions, over, under. I say over. They have a lot of Packers ones over there. So go check out thrivefantasy.com or go to my Instagram. The link is in the bio, and it sends you right to my own personal thing, and you get the $50 match. Hey, promo code Matt. Do not forget it. Go do it, people. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Go Pack, go. Always thanks to Tyler joining me. Everyone go check out Cheesehead TV in about 25-30 minutes. They got their own little pregame stuff. Probably a little better, you know what I mean? But thanks for tuning in.